Ahoy hoy everyone! This is my video report from London Film and Comic Convention 2011. I went on Saturday, which was the 9th of July. Very busy day for me. I was up at 4:30. Wanted to get there nice and early because Karen Gillan, Amy Pond from Doctor Who, was going to be there, and I was hoping I'd be able to get a personalised autograph. I arrived at Earl's Court about 7, which is when the gates opened. Parked up the car, managed to be 18th in the pay on the day queue, so I got in nice and quick. Got virtual ticket number 48 for Karen, but they already had signs up saying that she wouldn't be personalising, so I didn't need to get up quite so early, but never mind, it was worth a try. Karen was the first person I met. She was absolutely lovely, really warm, friendly, no airs or graces. Was genuinely pleased when I said how much I liked her work, not just her Doctor Who work, but work on the Kevin Bishop show. Here's the photo she signed for me. And I'd already paid for a photo shoot with her, which happened later in the day. And this is the photo shoot. The next person I met was Sir Derek Jacobi. Again, very nice. Mainly wanted to meet him for Doctor Who. Of course, he's been in I, Claudius and Gladiator and loads of theatre work, and he's a proper actor. In fact, when I was speaking to him, even though I stood right in front of me, he was projecting as if he was orating to the whole room. But yeah, very nice man. He wasn't posing for photos, but I managed to grab one from the queue. Here's my autograph. And here's the photo I grabbed. Next was Robert Nepper. I think that's how you pronounce his surname. He is probably best known for being Teabag in Prison Break, but I wanted to meet him for playing Samuel in Season 4 of Heroes, who was the main villain in that. He's been in lots of things though. Again, not posing for photos, but managed to grab a couple whilst I was in the queue. But very nice man. Here's the photo he signed for me. And here's the photos I took. Next was Mark Shepherd, who's often billed as Mark A. Shepherd. Most recently, he played Canton Delaware III in the first couple of episodes of Season 6 of Doctor Who. He's been in loads of things. He was in Firefly as Badger, he was in Dollhouse, he was in the remake of Bionic Woman, basically any big culty sci-fi show, X-Files he's been in. Over the last few years he's appeared in. Nice guy, again, no post photos, but managed to grab one from the queue. When I said how excellent he was in everything he's been in, he looked up and said he was genuinely thrilled to hear me say that. Yeah, good guy. Here's a photo I got signed. And the photo I took of him. Next was Louise Jameson, Leela in Doctor Who, one of Tom Baker's assistants. She was also in EastEnders and Tenko and Bergerac and loads of other things over the years. We had a little chat about her Doctor Who episodes on DVD, and we've left a lot of them towards the end of the run. Yeah, nice lady. Here's the photo I had with her. And the photo she signed for me. Next was Camille Codgery, I think that's how you pronounce her surname, Jackie Tyler, Rose's mum in Doctor Who, and she was in Nuns on the Run and all sorts of things. We had a little chat about Him and Her, which is a sitcom she does on BBC Three with Russell Tovey. Really nice, exactly as I'd hoped she'd be, kind of like all the nice bits of Jackie Tyler without the nasty bitchiness. Here's a photo she signed for me. And photo with her. Next was Sophie Aldred, who played Ace, Sylvester McCoy's assistant in Doctor Who. Children's TV presenter, now does lots of voiceovers. I think she does a voiceover for the Dennis and Menace cartoon, and you'll hear her on lots of adverts. My favourite classic Doctor Who assistant. I had a real crush on her when I was 12. Met her at my first convention 7 years ago, and got a bit tongue-tied because I had this crush on her, but managed to chat to her okay this time. We actually talked about my t-shirt, because it was the one with a list of all the first names of the Doctor Who assistants on it, and she said how much she liked it, and we were talking about the range of Doctor Who merchandise available nowadays and the creativity behind it, and now some of it you have to think before you realise what it is. Really nice. She signed my copy of her book about the making of Doctor Who, which is called Ace. And I also got a signed photo from her. And this is my photo with her. Next was Natalia Tena, who plays Tonks in the Harry Potter films. She was in About a Boy, she's in Game of Thrones, which is out at the moment. Mrs. Henderson Presents, Afterlife, various other things. And she's got a fantastic band, Molotov Jukebox, which is what I chatted to her about. How she should come and play down in the Portsmouth area. But apparently all the money's in London, so that's why they mainly play there. I've met her before and fell completely in love with her then, and she did nothing to change that this time. Really busy, partly because she's so chatty, so they'd had to stop doing photos with her, but I'd already booked a photo shoot with her. Photo shoot was at the end of the day, and I'm waiting for that to be posted to me. But here's a photo she signed for me. Next was, and let me check, so I'll try and say it right, this is a card that he gave me, Keri Hiroyuki Tagawa. I hope that's pronounced correctly. He's one of these Oriental actors who's in loads of movies. He was in Licence to Kill, which was my main reason for wanting to meet him, and he had a small role in Heroes. He's done Mortal Kombat and Pearl Harbor, and by and large, if you've seen a movie with Oriental characters in, he'd be one of them. Seemed nice enough, quite quietly spoken. Again, no post photos, but was happy to have me take one of him. This is a photo he signed for me. He'd run out of Bond photos, and the Heroes one wasn't very good, so I got this one, and I believe it's from Mortal Kombat, and he's put a quote, "Your soul is mine," which is from Mortal Kombat, I believe, not having seen it. Next was Erin Gray, who was Wilma Deering in Buck Rogers, one of my childhood favourite shows. Really nice, obviously been doing these a long time, so knows how to treat fans. This photo she signed for me. very nice handwriting. And this photo with her. Next was Vivica A. Fox, who was in Kill Bill and Batman and Robin and Independence Day, and she played the First Lady in Little Britain USA. She's been in lots of things. Yep, seemed very nice. Went up to the table, she had a large selection of photos, and I was dithering. She said it's a smorgasbord of Vivica. And as she was signing my photo, without even prompting, she said, "Oh, and if you've got a camera, you can have a photo with me," which of course I did, and this is it. And I plumped for a Kill Bill photo, and this is it. Next was Buck Rogers himself, Gil Gerard. Again, I'm not 100% sure on the pronunciation, so I apologise if I've got that wrong. Very nice man. Again, obviously does these a lot, knows how to treat his fans. Here's a photo he signed. And his photo with him. Penultimate guest was my only downer for the day. It was Lisa Marie, who used to be engaged to Tim Burton and was in lots of his films. Mars Attacks, Sleepy Hollow, Planet of the Apes, Ed Wood. She had a no-post photo sign up, which, as you've gathered by now, a lot of them did. And as you've also gathered, that usually means you can take a photo of them. So I chose a photo and she barely looked at me. She started signing it and she looked up and just checked the spelling of Martin, as quite a few of the guests do, because it could of course be a YN at the end. So I smiled nicely and said, "Yeah, that's right, IN." And then I said, "Do you mind if I take a photo of you?" And rather than just say, "Oh, I'd rather not," she just sort of blanked me, turned to her guest assistant and sort of pleaded with her eyes to get her assistant to say, "Oh, sorry, no photos at all," which I very politely, said, "Oh, no, that's fine, no problem at all." But just the way Lisa Marie did it just felt very rude. And so wasn't overly impressed with her, shall we say. But here's a photo she signed for me. Final guest was the complete opposite of that. That's Sandahl Bergman, who was Valeria in Conan the Barbarian, and was in All That Jazz and Red Sonja and various other things over the years. Really nice woman. Had a nice chat about the remake of Conan the Barbarian and our hopes and fears for it. Was getting up, walking around my desk to have photos with absolutely everybody. Really warm, really friendly. Couldn't recommend meeting her more to anyone. It's a photo she signed for me. And his photo with her. So then it was just getting my Nat Tenor photo shoot done, leaving my details to have it posted with me, and then I met Mum outside the venue, and we went to a Take That concert, who are absolutely fantastic. Robbie, who, if any of you know me, who I've seen him lots of times, he was on top form, brilliant as ever. Didn't get home till just after 2 o'clock, so as I say, very long day, but very enjoyable. Next one will be the Entertainment Media Show in September, so I shall speak to you after that.